going on, guys? It's Paul here with the first episode of Vexon Designs Beginner to Pro. Yeah, basically it was requested that we do a Beginner to Pro series for each design program, so in this series I'm going to be taking you through the basics of Photoshop. This first episode, as in the video title, will be on taking your custom text or custom logo and taking it into Cinema4D, making it 3D and doing all that with it. I'm sorry if you're an advanced designer and you're watching this video. It may not help you, but if you're just a beginner and starting out, then it will help you, and that's the reason I'm doing this video. Now there are two ways of doing this. First way is pen tooling the logo, but I'm not sure. For this logo I think it's pretty straightforward that I'm not going to have to pen tool it, but let me just see. So the first thing you're going to do is press Control and then click on the thumbnail of your logo, just like that. So you'll get those dotted lines are on the edge, and then you want to click on this rectangular marquee tool and right click and make work path. Set your tolerance to 2. I prefer to set the tolerance to 2 because any lower and it just sort of gives you really jagged edges. Alright, now that's come out pretty much perfect. Now if it doesn't come out perfect, there's another way to do it, but I'm gonna export this. You're gonna go to File, Export, Paths to Illustrator. Now you do not need Illustrator to do this. I'm just gonna click OK, and then it's gonna prompt you where you want to save it to. I'm gonna save it to my Vexon folder, if that still exists. Where are we? Vexon. And then I'm just gonna name it tutorial. Right, I'll go on with the next step of that later, but for right now I'm going to show you the other way that you can do this. Right, the first thing you want to do is click on Paths. I'm going to delete that. Right, click down here on this little new layer icon to make a new path, and grab your pen tool. Now, with your pen tool, you might want to zoom in for this, but you're going to want to take it and just go around your logo or your custom text with your pen tool. Now I'm going to try and keep this video to a minimum, so you know what I'm talking about. You just want to go around the whole logo with the pen tool, right? And then once you have that, I'll pause this video, I'll do the pen tool, and then I'll come back because I want to keep the length of the video down. I'm just gonna finish up this last bit. I've done the rest. Now this is a tutorial, so I'm not being as precise as I could be. Right, now you've got your path. You do the exact same step. You just go File, Export, Paths to Illustrator, and you just follow the exact same steps. Now that's just to make it a little bit more precise, just in case your automatic little work path doesn't go exactly to plan. Now the next step is importing to Cinema4D, so I'm just gonna pop my way into Cinema4D. Alright, now that I have Cinema4D opened up, all you have to do is File, click on Merge, search up your little AI file. Sorry, mine's taking a while. My computer seems to lag when I record. I don't know why, because my specs are actually pretty good. Now you just click on the AI. Yeah, okay to everything. You don't really need to change anything there. Sorry, something's happening with that. you shouldn't, yeah, don't click, don't go to merge, just go straight to your AI file and drag and drop it in. Yep, there we go. Right, now to make it 3D. To make it 3D, you want to hit that little plus button, and now you've got all your paths, and you highlight all of those, and then right click, come down to connect, and you can just delete those then. Drag it out, you can delete that too. Right, now you've got your path. Right, now that they're all merged together into that one, you can just hit extrude NURBS. Now on your extrude NURBS, set it to whatever you want. This is what I do just to make it sort of clean. Set it till about 90. Come to your caps. Caps at about, yeah, fillet cap at about 1. Right, now you click on your path and you just drag your path up underneath the extrude NURBS, and there you go. You have your 3D logo. Now, of course, there's a lot of techniques to do with this. You can make it bigger just by clicking on extrude NURBS and play with it. You can expand your caps as well if you want. And yeah, to save that then, what you want to do is film, yeah, come to output. I render in HD, and I come to film and video, and then come down to HD 720p. Then when you go to save as, I'm gonna save as. Save this in the Vexon folder again. Under tutorial. Now save it as QuickTime PNG and hit alpha channel. Make sure alpha channel is checked, or else it'll get this ugly black background. It's hard to get rid of. Add the alias in. You want to hit that on best. Still image and 8x8. I've got a relatively fast computer, so. And then you can put on ambient occlusion, global illumination. That just sort of improves the shadowing, makes it look a bit better. Now for basic lighting, I'm going to teach you some basic lighting here. This is going to be a really long tutorial, but I'm not bothered right now because I just want to make sure you guys know what to do. What I like to do, if I'm just going for something really basic, I'll just take a light and I will take a, what do I want? Array. I drag the light into the array and set the array radius to about 1000. And find that light and throw it up in the air. We'll see how that looks. As you can see now, we have some very plain 3D text. Now you can actually make this nicer by duplicating your extruded NURBS. Click on this icon right here to go into this multiple view and just drag that one back a bit. Now come into this layer again, and I'm going to put the caps up to about 7 on this one. The caps was 5 on my first layer. I'm going to put these up to about 7, and I'm going to add some materials now. The materials I'm going to be adding are from, whose materials are these? Acres HD. I'm going to be using Acres HD materials, which are absolutely brilliant. You can just go to his channel, which I'll link in the description, and search for his materials pack, because they're absolutely fantastic. Now you want to drop this black one onto the back layer, and because it's Vexon, I'm going to take this green layer and I'm going to drop this green layer onto the front layer. Actually, I'm going to take that up a bit. Just sort of personal preference really, whichever looks best for you. And I'm going to render that out and see how that looks. By the way, this render is just a preview render. If you're not familiar with Cinema4D, this is just a little preview. Now, as you can see, we're actually going to take another light just to light this up a little bit better, and drag it beneath the text, just beneath that text. I'm gonna put it into an array as well, just sort of give me a nice effect. And I'm not going to change on that array. I'm just going to leave it where it's at, just below the, slightly below the logo. There you go. Now we have our nice 3D logo made from Photoshop, taken into Cinema4D and made completely custom. Now, and I've showed you some basic lighting as well and gave you a good material pack, so can't really complain about this. To do your final render, you just want to click on this button right here, and you've already done your save settings, so that'll save it out for you, and it'll save in 720p HD. You can change that to 1080p if you really like, but this is just a tutorial. I'm trying to keep times down, so I'll come back when this is rendered. Alright, now you have rendered out your logo, and that's it for this episode of Beginner to Pro. I have been your host, Paul, or Trivial. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, it'll be in the description. Art by Trivial. Follow me on Twitter at PaulEMG. Follow Vexon on Twitter at Vexon Network. and be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you and goodbye.